Here we are at Sugarloaf Key in the Florida Keys. Having driven up from Key West, it's about the 18-mile marker near a resort called Sugarloaf Lodge, and there's a small airfield there. And the ultralight seaplanes are kept there at the water's edge when flying, and then parked on the airfield during the nights for security reasons. But I've got my VHS camera with me and heading out to that seaplane. We're going to be flying tandem today, and there's going to be a student flying in formation with us. So we'll be videotaping the student's performance, and we'll also be videotaping the natural beauty of the Florida Keys as we fly over the mangrove islands out in the Gulf of Mexico. We're now taxiing out. This aircraft uses just regular gasoline, automotive gasoline. You can get it at any service station. And we're beginning our takeoff now, and you can see that's the student out there. We're moving faster than him at the moment, but since we're tandem, two of us in this aircraft, he's going to accelerate past us and take off before we do. Then we're going to climb on up to an altitude of about 600 feet and fly out over the islands. You can see it's a very smooth transition from the water to flight, and we're now flying out over the backcountry, and this is a natural wildlife preserve, and there's a tremendous number of aquatic birds in the area and that roost in the mangrove islands. And as we fly out in formation into the Gulf, we see where sand gives way to seagrass beds. This is turtle grass, and it's a major primary producer in the Florida Keys for juvenile animals. This is where a lot of the fish spawn. And as we fly out, you can see it's a perfect day. You see that explosive parachute on the front of the wing there, directly in front of the engine. That's a safety feature which allows a safe soft flight down if something should fail on the aircraft. You see a boat down there, a couple of boats heading out into the backcountry. Here's a good view of that explosive parachute as this young man flies up close to us, gives us a little high five there, and we're going to now fly out over a channel key, which is a couple of mangrove islands where a channel goes right through the center. And it's a favorite place for spending the afternoon. There's a little beach there, and you can see it doesn't take much effort to fly one of these aircraft. And we're cruising here about 60 miles an hour and heading on out. You see some cloud shadows on the water, and as we begin to fly out toward the open water in the far distance at the horizon there, we come upon this channel key. You can see some coral heads down there. This is a favorite area for bone fishing. Occasionally we'll see some charter boats out fishing for bonefish. And as we approach this channel key, you'll see on the far side a nice little beach. And that's an interesting area to go and camp for the afternoon. You can see that little white spot of beach down there. It's also a good area to fish if you're on the beach there because fish come through that channel. You can see many of these mangrove islands have channels passing through them. These are natural channels, very prolific with wildlife. And here now the student is going to attempt his landing. You can see he's a little bit nervous because he's being filmed, and he bounces a little bit. And we're going to be doing a slow turn here and coming in and flaring out and landing, and with the instructor. And the instructor, of course, has many hours flying ultralights. and gives lessons to anyone who would like to learn to fly an ultralight. We're making our turn now, and we're going to be coming in, dropping our speed down to about 20 to 25 miles an hour, and just touching down lightly on the water, and then we'll taxi on in and store our equipment. And here comes that precision landing as the plane is coming down toward the water. Slowly begins that flare, and it'll just be touching down lightly on the water with a perfect coordinated landing.